What's up, ladies and dudes? It's Jeremy, one of your favorite people with Parkinson's. That's right. Here with the video to talk to you about some of the things you probably don't know about Parkinson's. Obviously, if you have it, you're quite well aware of that, your issues. But there's a few issues that I don't think people realize, and I got 5 of them. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Parkinson's affects your feet. Now, my feet curl when I take my medicine, so my toenails crack. My feet curl over like that, and I'm walking like on the knuckles of my toes, which crack my toenails, which is very unpleasant, painful. Also, when I'm on my medicine, I have what's called dyskinesia, or uncontrollable movements in my feet. My feet go like this constantly, or mostly constantly. Story about that: I went to the movie theater and I thought I would get out my Beetle boots. These really cool boots I used to wear when I played on stage in a band. By the end of the movie, the soles had become detached from the boot, from the upper, because my feet were twirling the whole time and it actually unsealed the glue. And so I got up out of my transport chair and I felt my foot flopping around. I looked down, my sole had come off the boot. So that's something you probably didn't know about Parkinson's. It affects your feet. Who would have thought? Next one, it affects your voice. Now, I'm speaking very loud and enunciating very clearly right now, but I'm actually on my medicine, so I'm alert and I have a strong voice. But in the morning, I speak in a low rumble, kind of mumbling. In fact, my son told me this morning, he goes, "Dad, you sound like Ozzy Osbourne. Ha, 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 ha." I'm glad he can laugh about it. So, and that was actually one of the first things I started to notice. I was singing in a rock band and I was having so much trouble getting the notes out before I was diagnosed. I mean, I was straining and it was just taking so much effort to sing. Well, that turns out I did have vocal cord nodules from screaming so much, but what was happening was my voice was giving out. The muscles were so fatigued because it took so much effort to get the notes out that it caused me to have strained vocal cords, and then I can get hoarse in the morning. I have trouble clearing my throat. That's something that you don't think of when you think of Parkinson's disease, is trouble speaking or trouble enunciating or being loud. My wife would constantly be saying, "What did you say?" from the other room before I was diagnosed. And I thought she just wasn't listening. It turns out I was speaking kind of quietly and she couldn't hear me. So that's another thing. All right. Fortunately, this one does not. I don't have this issue. Parkinson's, for a lot of people, affects their sense of smell. You know, like in COVID, people can lose the sense of smell. Well, a lot of times in Parkinson's, several of the people that I know with PD have no sense of smell. In fact, they said the only thing they can smell is horrible smells, like burning rubber or dog doo-doo or something like that. So, fortunately, cross my fingers, I've still got a pretty good sense of smell. So you can imagine it affects your sense of taste as well, which would just take all the joy out of eating food. You couldn't really taste it. Parkinson's can be painful. I mean, you don't think of pain so much when you think of shaky hands and stiff muscles, but I can get really bad cramping in my feet, as I've spoke about before, and I can also get really bad cramping in my back, and after a bout of it, it's painful. It really hurts. Yeah, that's something I generally keep private. If I'm having really bad spasms, I don't want to be out in public when that's happening because it's embarrassing and it's painful as hell. So yeah, that's something else you may not know about having Parkinson's. This last one is very important to me because I think people misread me or have misread me in the past. Parkinson's affects your facial expressions. You know when you see somebody really tired and they have that 100-yard stare, that just kind of blank stare, that's kind of what Parkinson's does to you. Just like every other muscle in your body, your face has muscles in it that makes you smile, frown, wink. See, I can't really wink that well. It makes your facial muscles become tense and stiff, and so people can assume you're angry or mad. And I got this a lot before I was diagnosed. A, you're on drugs, and B, why you look so pissed off. I can't control when my muscles work and when they don't work in my face. When I'm on, like right now, I'm more animated. But when I'm off, I'm mumbling, I'm stiff, and my face doesn't move, which can cause people to really misjudge your moods or your intentions That's why I really have to make a point to smile. See, I can't. My smile muscles aren't really working right now. Make a point to smile or give some indication to people that I'm not angry. So yeah, these are all the little things that when I get up in the morning I deal with. Maybe not in the front of my mind, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking I got to make sure I look animated, smile at people, don't speak up. Careful how I walk on my feet so I don't break my toenails. So I would just like to thank everybody for a great 2022. My buddy David Gebhardt, Michelle over at Slow Dancing with Parkinsons, David Sangster, Jennifer Sullivan, all the people I met at the support groups I attend. So yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody for watching and listening. Oh, Uzi in Canada, go pro goalie Uzi. All the people that comment on my videos, I read every comment and they mean the world to me. They keep me going. So thank you very much for a great 2022 and hope to see you again in 2023. Actually, it is 2023 now. Hope to see you again after this video. That's all I got. Peace and love from the rainy city of St. Louis.